Closing arguments are set to start today in the corruption trial of former Illinois House Speaker Mike Madigan. The defense rested its case last Thursday after calling a dozen witnesses, including Madigan himself. We're joined now by CBS Chicago legal analyst Irv Miller. Thanks for being with us. I know you've been following this case very closely. So going into closing arguments, in your opinion, who has the stronger case right now?
You know, I think, to be honest, I think they have both presented strong cases. The jury's going to have to decide whether or not the government proved the case beyond a reasonable doubt. I can't say that either side could say it's a slam dunk. I think they're both going to work hard at these closing arguments to try to convince the jury that their side is right and the other side is wrong. All
right, well, let's talk about strategy then. What strategy do you think the prosecution will take? What will they focus on in their closing arguments?
Tapes, and tapes. That's the highlight of their case. They're not going to say that Solis is the whole case because, frankly, he wasn't a very good witness. But the tapes corroborate what he was going to say. But I think the issue in closing arguments is to maintain credibility. Government needs to show the jury they're being honest. The defense has to get up there and say, hey, listen, this is, my client told the truth. He should be, give him credit for getting up and telling you his side of the story. Not a lot of defendants do that.
Was Madigan a convincing, witness, if you will, in his own defense?
He was on direct examination, but he kind of got buried on cross-examination, said some things that opened the door, some things that really hurt him.
Well, give me an example of that. What moments, if you will, really stuck out to you over this 3-month trial?
Well, what stuck out to me was, again, the use of witnesses along with tapes to corroborate those witnesses. They're not saying any particular witness should be believed in and of himself, but when they put a witness on and then they played a tape to hearing the voices of McLean, hearing the voices of Madigan on the tape, that's tough to overcome as a defense attorney.
Mike McLean, of course, his co-defendant in this trial,
correct,
a very close confidant of Madigan's for decades, really. What about jury instructions? What do you expect the judge to, to instruct the jury, with what details, and how could that impact their ability to consider the evidence in front of them?
These instructions, I understand, are over 100 pages long. It's going to take a long time for the judge to read them, and it'll take a really long time for the jury to take these instructions back to the jury room and try to figure them out.
Yeah.
They're very complicated. Particularly in this case, even the lawyers and the judge couldn't agree on what some of these instructions could be. They couldn't agree on how to define the word corrupt. Well, when you tell the jury, listen, use your common sense, but again, the judge is supposed to instruct the jury as to what the law is, law of corruption, law of bribery. Not easy thing to do in a case like this, and I think that may delay how long it takes for this jury to reach a verdict. Because
and potentially even get to going through each piece of evidence.
Absolutely, and they're told right away, you have to consider the evidence of each defendant separately.
Right.
You have to look at what the government has proved against Mike Madigan and what they proved against Mike McLean, and you decide if even they've proved the case for each one of the charges in the indictment.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work for the jury to do back in the jury room.
So deliberations could take, days, if not weeks, which we have seen before in complicated cases like this, Irv. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being with me this morning, CBS Chicago legal analyst Irv Miller.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you soon, I'm sure.